Hey everyone, how's it going? This is the Bald Metal Nerd coming at you with another video. And over the past week, I've been a bit irresponsible in my collecting, as in I've spent way too much money on it. The biggest part of the reason I'm doing this is my wife is actually out of town this week with my kids, so I've been here by myself. And I went to a couple of record stores with a friend, and then stupidly went out to some record stores by myself and spent way too much money. Probably, if we're talking totals, close to $300. Yikes, I know. So we're gonna run through what I got here, and I'll tell you what I paid basically for each piece. So at least you know where my money all went, right? That's the fun of this crap. I'm going to first show off the CDs I got. I actually got a lot more records than CDs, hence the extraordinarily high price of what I paid. I only got 5 CDs, and for those I paid, I believe they were all either $11 or $12. So none of them were outrageously expensive, but they were not cheap either. So the 5 CDs I got. First one, Candlemass, Tales of Creation. Next one I got, Motorhead's Iron Fist. These were all new, by the way. Death, Spiritual Healing. Paradise Lost, Draconian Times. And picked up Testament's Titans of Creation. Alright, there's that. Now we get into the pricey stuff. The vinyl. This first one here is Brave New World, Iron Maiden. Oh, I think it was like 20, maybe about 27, but I justified it in my brain because this is a double LP. And it comes in some pretty cool inner sleeves here that I really like. I like the gatefold, so, whatever. So there's that. Next one. I feel this is overpriced, but this was a little bit of a grail for me. But when I opened it, I was a little bit disappointed, and I'll show you why. White Zombie's Astro Creep 2000. This was $29.95 or $30. And let me show you the disappointment here. Okay, so gotta get that out. My disappointment is simply the fact that for something that costs that amount of money, what it came with is pretty bare bones. We got this photo here, which is not on the CD release. And then we got a lyric sheet. And then the only other thing we got is, the inner sleeve and just a plain black vinyl, right? $30, pretty bare bones, because I was kind of hoping they would recreate all the CD artwork. They most certainly did not. Now, if I didn't own the CD, I would never known I was missing anything. So let's go ahead and I'll just put this down rather than putting it back in the bag. But just in case you're not familiar with the CD release, here it is, vintage 1995 CD release. And that's what it looks like. And then you got this. And if there are children, please look away because you might see some cartoon nudity. Okay, so it comes with pretty extensive artwork here. In fact, back in the day, I actually had this clown as a T-shirt. This clown here is a T-shirt. I wore that shirt until it was in rags. And then, all this here. Here's that cartoon nudity I was talking to you about. And there you go, right? So, good stuff, but not on the vinyl, and that was expensive, so a little bit disappointing that they didn't at least recreate that artwork for that price. Especially since it's not a double. It was just a single record, not a double. So, yeah. Bit disappointing on that front. I haven't listened to it yet. I hope at least the sound quality is good. Okay, so moving on. Next, What a Shock, another Iron Maiden album. This, of course, is another double album. And this is, of course, Fear of the Dark. And we got a good old gatefold. I believe this was like 26 or 27. This wasn't cheap either. But they did a good job with it, I think. And it just comes on like standard black vinyl. Let's see. I'm pretty sure there's something in here. Oh, okay, the lyrics are just inside the gatefold. So, there you go. There's that. Moving on. The next thing I got is another one of my favorite albums. I couldn't resist this when I spotted it. And I believe this was $27 as well. Yeah, I know. I'm just a sucker for this stuff. And that is Alice Cooper's The Last Temptation. Now, granted, all these expensive records I'm showing were all, quote, new, not used. And there you go. The gatefold. And the record itself is on this pretty neat blue vinyl, as you can see. So it's just a single record. Next up, we've got, what do we got? We've got Paradise Lost Obsidian, which was, again, over $20. I don't know the exact price of it, but I know it wasn't cheap. That much is certain. And I believe is this one or two records? Okay, it's just one record on plain black vinyl with an inner sleeve there, and just gotta get that closed, or get that. And it's a little tight in there. There we go. That's what she said. And comes with this here. I'm pretty sure this opens up for the lyric sheet. Yep, sure does. There you go. That put back down there. Moving on. Ron, if you see this, you'll like it, but if you don't see it, no worries, bud. I don't know if you can watch my videos anymore. No big deal, but Overkill, The Electric Age. This was a record store day exclusive or whatever. It was 26 something. And you open it up. Lyrics and photo of the band. And it comes on. I'm definitely going to replace these inner sleeves on green vinyl. So, and it's two records. Okay, so there you go. Set that down. Here's another release that's a bit disappointing with kind of what it included for the price. This is Cowboys from Hell. Paid $26.99 for this because I still got the price tag on it. I've actually listened to this one all the way through. Sound quality's fantastic on it. Not better than the CD, but still fantastic overall. And oops, comes on a marbled vinyl, which is, looks nice. I'll go ahead and that one back up. Ooh, and apparently it was made in France. Ooh la la, as they say. Okay, moving on to the next set here. We got Carcass's Heartwork. This was the most affordable thing I bought record-wise. This was $17.95. The record's actually on my turntable right now. I've listened to side 1. I haven't listened to side 2 yet. Side 1 sounded fantastic. I'm sure side 2 will as well, but it's from the Master Tape's full dynamic range, and it does sound quite good, so I can believe that. All right. Moving on. Oh yeah, Hard Work. These are actually the 2 Carcass records are the only ones that I managed to find used. Everything else was new. This is Surgical Steel, the complete edition. This was $21.95. As you can see, pretty neat. It's 2 records, and you know, here you go. And I'm pretty sure this opens up for the lyric sheet. It sure does. Good stuff, right? Okay, and I'm finally about to show, I believe, the last thing that I bought this week. And I need to listen to it ASAP so I know if it's worth a damn or not. Oh my god. I can just get this. Watching me fumble with this stuff is fun. And I get to clean this all up after I'm done with the video. That'll be fun. So, alright. The last thing that I bought this week, and this was $19.95 or $20, was the Master of Puppets remaster on vinyl. And I'm not going to bother showing it. I'm actually going to do an in-depth version, or I'm sorry, an in-depth video comparing this and this, because this is the non-remaster pressing on Blackened Records, and this is the remaster. It's a different pressing. The only reason I bought this, the only reason is because this, sound quality-wise, this sounds like a dog turd. It sounds like shit. No other way to put it. Sound quality is terrible on it. And I'm hoping that this one is significantly better. This one, I plan on putting in one of those, one of those frames for records to hang it on the wall as artwork rather than listen to it because it sounds so bad. But I'll do a much more in-depth video on this, letting you know how much of an improvement it is. So, as you can see, this week, my record collection grew by quite a bit. I was a little bit reckless spending the way I did, but doing that stuff every great once in a while is not a big deal. It's extremely rare that I spend that kind of money on records in that amount of time. Heck, that's usually about what I spend in an entire year, and I did it in about a week. So, pretty nuts. Anyway, let me know if you guys have ever kind of went off on these buying binges. No big deal. I'll be able to pay it off with my paycheck, so it's definitely not hurting me any, but yeah, that's it. So I hope you guys like this. As always, live long and prosper. Keep on rocking. I'll see you guys in the next one.